Is there anything? is there anything that would make you want to have kids? Or would you, like, if you met someone, would you say it with chest and say, I don't want kids?
I've said it before. And it's quite funny, actually, because you mentioned that the fact that a lot of women would, like, end up alone if they were told someone that they didn't want children in general. I don't think that's true, because I have told people, like, if you ask me, oh, do you really want kids? I'm like, no, not really.
Does every man on here want kids?
Yeah.
Majority?
Majority in a very, very small sample size. Like, let's think about...
You just said a small sample size because you said a guy that...
I'm curious.
No, I'm just talking...
Guys. I'm curious. Guys off camera, does anyone not want children from the men? Anyone? Okay. No. I'm just curious. Does anyone not, like, doesn't want kids? Is anyone saying yes?
Majority.
No, I don't think.
Maybe I'm in the minority, and that's completely fine.
They're probably just trying to sleep with you.
Yeah.
You know what? It is what it is. That's completely fine. But, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have children because they feel like they're supposed to, rather than because they genuinely want children.
How old did you say you were again?
I'm 23.
So one thing you did say is that when you was 19, you was all over having kids.
No, I didn't. That's not what I said. I said I was more likely to be persuaded into having one child. But as I've gotten older, the more I've learned, the less I want children.
A kid's for life, so you've got to understand that one.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, even when you're 56 year old, that is your baby. Like,
for
no matter,
life.
that's for life.
As soon as you have a child, your
life.
entire life goes to the child, whether you want it or not. And the thing is, if I had a child, 100% I'll be fucking devoted to my baby. But do I want to be complete?
Well, it's just interesting because, like, when people list the reasons that they don't want to have children, you kind of admitted this early on. Like, it's why they say modern women are selfish, because everything's about me. It's like, I don't want to give up my free time. I don't want to give up my job. I don't want to give up my.
Why not?
But there's a pro in being selfish, though.
Why not
because
be selfish?
if you're not selfish and you choose to be naive and blindfolded and act like you can do everything, and you do a half-hearted job, perhaps being a mother.
I agree. Like, I agree with what you were saying about the nannies. Like, I'm not saying every single person should have kids, but usually the people that don't have kids, I would say, are selfish.
Nah, you have to be selfish.
Actually,
you have to be selfish.
You know what? I genuinely disagree with that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's really crazy.
I'm sorry,
lifestyle,
but being selfish for a woman has a shelf life, to be honest.
Shelf life in what way?
In a sense where, like, you can be selfish up to a point, but then you kind of got to make a decision in it. Like,
yeah, but it's not fair with a kid. Like, I couldn't have a kid with my life right now.
I think...
Which is understandable, but that doesn't mean, like, you still don't have a shelf life on being selfish.
Yeah, I do. No, I need you to elaborate on shelf life and being selfish.
Okay, as you said earlier, like, obviously there's a certain time limit on obviously when a woman can, well, possibly not. Sorry, yourself. There may be a certain time limit on having a child. So obviously you can be selfish up to a point, but then sooner or later you've got to kind of make the decision whether you obviously want a child or you don't. So
I agree.
You know what? I completely agree. That's completely fair. I think if you've known from young that I genuinely want children, 100%. If you want children, fucking have your babies. Like, I don't mind that. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want your baby, if you want 10 kids, have 10 kids. I don't mind that at all. In fact, I want my friends to have kids so I can be an auntie. Do you know what I mean?
Are you scared?
I don't want to be pregnant.
That's what I mean.
Of course I'm scared.
So it's because you're scared of the child.
No, it's not because I'm scared, but also the responsibility that comes with a child is so much for me. I'm barely functioning as a human being. I do not want to take care of another human being as well.
And I'm not saying, like, that's fine. I'm all about people doing what they want to do. I don't even think that every single girl should have a kid.
There's a lot of people that shouldn't have kids.
No, but I think the people that shouldn't have kids are usually too selfish to have children. Like,
you know what's also a scary thought? Because you were talking about age earlier, yeah? And you were saying, what if you're 55? And I'm thinking, yeah, I want children. But let's say I wouldn't want children, yeah? And at 55, I'm home with 80 cats. Because no one, I'm sorry, but it can happen, you know? And then I'm like, it would have been nice to have someone that...
And at 55, you kind of switch to, like, the men's perspective. Because you know, they start to treat you like they treat the men because people aren't attracted to you as much anymore.
I